Doing today on this fine evening or morning or afternoon, depends when you're watching this. I'm actually filming the audio for this. What time is it? 25 past midnight, so we're really loving that for myself. I filmed this video ages ago, and I hoped I'd put it up about 2 weeks ago, and I obviously haven't. And I filmed this, not filmed, I recorded the audio while I was making it. The audio turned out awful, so I was like, okay, it's fine. So this time a week ago, last Friday night, because this is a Friday night right now, I recorded it in the middle of watching 30 Reasons Why, because I watched 30 Reasons Why when it first came out, like season 1, and I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it, but it was a bit hard to keep up with. So I did end up watching. Oh, I watched a bit of season 2, but then stopped watching it. And recently, my friend watched it. She was like, "No, Megan, you need to get watching it again." So I watched it again because the final season just came out, and oh my god, what an emotional roller coaster! I tell you, if you've not seen it, brace yourself. The end is just, I, I don't even know how to describe it. It was unnecessary. Like, it was so like surprising. It was just, I don't really get why. I mean, I do understand why they've done it. It's to raise awareness, but at the same time, it's kind of like, why we're breaking my heart like that, you know? My favourite character, but I'm not going to go into anything else because it's spoilers. But I'm currently now watching Grey's Anatomy because I've been watching Grey's Anatomy for years, since I was like 14, I want to say, so like 6, 7 years. And I just lost track of it a few years ago, maybe like a year and a half ago. I just lost track of it. I just could not keep up. So I never watched season 15, which finished a year ago, and then obviously season 16's just finished as well right now. So I never obviously got to watch those because I just got so sidetracked with like when I was at college. I just got too busy and stopped watching it. So I'm watching that right now, and it's so good. I actually forget how much I miss it until I watch it again. It's just one of those shows, but a comfort show. Like whenever I'm feeling a bit down, I'll either watch this, Friends, or Glee, or Vampire Diaries. I love Vampire Diaries. Oh my god. But yeah, last Friday when I recorded the audio for this clip, I think I've not even said what I'm doing yet. I am building a grandparents' house. This was very much inspired by the new stuff pack Nifty Knitting. Obviously, we all know the mixed opinions on this stuff pack. And I am certainly one of them that has a mixed opinion because some of the items are like, yeah, kind of cool, but a lot of them are just, some of them are just so pointless, and they have the worst, and I mean the worst swatches. Like the swatches are awful. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, I get it, they were trying to make like the pack fit elders more than like everybody else, but at the same time, like I can't picture why they would think the swatches look nice in any setting. Like, I just do not understand it. But anyway, we'll move past that. I put a few items in here. But yeah, this is like a house I would class as like a typical grandparent's house. Like the sort of house you go, like if you go see your grandma or your gran or whatever you call her, nan, whatever. Um, you go to see her, and this is the sort of house you'd expect. Both of my grans, so like, unfortunately, both my granddads have passed away on either side. So my gran lives by herself, and then my grandma lives with my uncle. And neither of them have like an old-fashioned styled house. Obviously, they have tastes that I particularly wouldn't have, but the majority of their like decor is actually quite modern for an elderly person, if that makes sense. Which is actually quite refreshing. You don't really see a lot of elderly people with more modern houses. Like, I'm also not saying it's 100% what I would pick, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, this isn't a house that I would walk into this house and say, this is my grandma's house, because it's not. It's the complete opposite of their houses. But it's a sort of house that, would be so nice to end up in. I just think it feels so homey and just so cozy, and just, I really, really loved this house in the end. But yeah, the audio for this has just been a bloody nightmare. So I recorded it last Friday. I was honestly like delirious when I was recording this. So I think I recorded it at like 4 in the morning. Like, honestly, I just wasn't there. Like, there was just, I just wasn't there mentally. Physically I was there, but mentally I was just somewhere else. Like, it just wasn't a good time. I don't even know, like, I was just speaking about a whole load of nonsense, and I was like, nobody wants to hear this. Like, I honestly spent about 10 minutes speaking about Justin Foley from 30 Reasons Why, because he's my favourite character. And honestly, like, I was just like, why? Why do people need to hear this? They don't. So yeah, apologies for that. I'll try not to ramble as much in this video. The layout of this house really got to me. Like, I just couldn't get it right. I've got it right now, but the amount of time I spent on this trying to get it absolutely perfect was shocking. Like, I just couldn't get the stairs to fit, and that was my main issue. Because of where the front door is situated, and then just the walls, I could have maybe tried a different floor plan, but this is the floor plan that I thought worked the best for the house. Maybe not the most convenient, is that the word? I don't really know. Because you've got to, like, when you walk in the front door, you come in to this, like, sort of like vestibule area where you can, like, hang up your coats and that. And then you walk through that, and you're into the living room, and then you walk through the living room, you're in the dining room, you've got to walk through the dining room to get to the kitchen, so it's all a bit. And to get to upstairs, you've got to go through all those rooms and the stairs from the kitchen, so it's really not the best layout, I will admit. But I always try and make it work as best as possible. I think I kind of figured it out. The wallpaper in this house is what really gets me, I think, because it's just so not the colours that I picked. I tried to pick, like, warmer, woody tones, like, just colours that I wouldn't necessarily pick for myself. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. Um, I was, like, trying to, like, think outside the box a little bit, but, like, I love darker woods, and I have used a darker wood, I suppose, but, like, the wood on the walls is slightly warmer. And I love these, like, little seats. I love making them in, like, bay windows and, like, creating the windows around it, but it just wouldn't work with the walls here. But I love doing that. But yeah, so this is me placing one of the Nifty Knitting stuff, and they're really cute. But, like, look at the swatches. Like, who wants something that's orange and white? Like, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't know what they were thinking when they were thinking about this thing. Like, even that thing is placed on the wall there, the swatches for it are awful. I'm just like, what was running through their minds? Like, I don't get it, and I get that we all voted, and I say that very loosely because out of all my friends, none of us voted for this pack. Like, I don't know a single person that actually did vote for this pack. Maybe, I mean, obviously some people did, because otherwise it wouldn't have won. But at the same time, I actually don't know a single person personally who voted for this pack. And then a lot of the items that I picked were actually, like decoration items and all that I picked were in it in the end. But just with awful swatches, and I cannot be bothered, like, honest to God, like, I just don't understand them sometimes. Sorry, EA at the Sims, but I just don't understand you sometimes, girlies. But yeah, I tried to make it work as best as possible. I tried not to add too much technology or too much modern items to this build because, again, it's a grandparents' house. I don't expect them to have a ton of technology. Um, but yeah, I added a few bits involved, and that little poof that I put in front of the TV um, is actually a chair, but I thought it looked quite cute. It's like a footrest, even though I know they wouldn't use it as a footrest, but that was my inspiration behind it. But yeah, I also, wait till you see this garden. This garden is possibly one of my favourite gardens that I've made. I just loved how it turned out. It just was so homey and just cozy. And I just loved it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I honestly just, yes, we vibe. Um, I've had a hellish week at work. I've been so busy. I've had so many deadlines this week at work. Obviously because of, Corona. Love you, Miss Rona. We actually don't love you. I don't know why I said that. We're really not a fan of you. Please vacate. Vacate? No. What's the word? Vacate the vicinity, please, and thank you. Obviously it's been such a tough time for everybody right now. I'm currently working from home, and I have been since March. It's now August, and it's really taken a toll on me because I started my job in January, and then 2 months later, we're working from home now, and it really, at first, I really tried to just take a step back and just think, right, okay, like, I know what I'm doing, like, there's still stuff I need to learn, but I can do that from home, like, I just need to do my best I can. And my boss, and everybody that I work with is just so supportive, and I really am lucky, and I will tell you 1,000 times, I'm so lucky with the job that I'm in, because it's a really great job, and two, it's the support system around me is just really 10 out of 10. And it just makes a bit of a change from previous experiences. We're not getting into that though. So yeah, it was so difficult at first, but I kind of pushed that to one side. I didn't think about it. Like, I just kept saying to Ruby, yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, it's not any bother. Like, yeah, I'm really doing really good actually. Yeah, like, working from home, yeah, no probs. And I feel like I was just lying, not only to myself, but to everyone else. And I feel like, I think I put on a good show. Maybe people notice that I don't really know. But I just was saying to everybody, was like, how are you getting on? I was like, yeah, really good. Like, and that'd be my answer. And I wouldn't ever, like, really truly be honest. And I, if I'm being honest with you right now, I haven't actually struggled as much as I thought I would. But I do still struggle, especially because I do a modern apprenticeship. And so basically what that is I learn on the job. So, like, obviously your classic apprenticeships are like things like plumbing and electricians and joiners and things like that, like physical, like, jobs. But obviously I do a modern apprentice, so it's different. So, like, you can do them in like tech, and I don't really know what else you can do them in, like, just different. You can do them in a lot of different things, but mine is an admin, and I really enjoy my job. It's something completely different. I've never done anything like this before in my life, but I really do enjoy it. And this week, so basically, because of what I do, I have to learn on the job. So I do a college course as well as obviously do my job, and then the stuff that I do from day to day fits in with my college course and helps me answer the criteria and all that. And this week has just been so super stressful because I've had so many college deadlines, I've got so much work deadlines, I've just got so much on this week, and my brain has just been frazzled. Like, I've just not had a good time of it this week. I just was so looking forward to the weekend, just to chill out, but tomorrow is Saturday and it's one of my friend's birthdays. So obviously, because we have booked a few slots at a few different pubs. Obviously, staying safe as much as possible, and taking precautions and everything. We're obviously being really safe. Because obviously we do not want to contract coronavirus, and obviously none of us have symptoms. That if we did, we wouldn't obviously go. But we're all going good, so we're doing that tomorrow. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a really nice day. We're going to a few beer gardens, have some food, have some drinks. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm so excited for Sunday, slightly more, to just chill out, just sleep, lay in my bed all day, maybe pull my switch a little bit. That sounds really bad. Sorry to my friend whose birthday is tomorrow. I am looking forward to it, I promise. But yeah, I just had a really hard week. It's just really taken a toll on me, and I mentioned it to my boss, and she was just so supportive about it. And that's something that's new to me, because I've never really had stuff like that before with my managers. It's just a bit strange. But yeah, anyway, off topic again. I just ramble too much, and you guys probably don't want to know or even care about my work situation right now. But I feel like a lot of us are in the same situation, either working from home or have been put on furlough. If you're from the UK, you'll know what that is. And it's been a tough time for everyone, so my heart really does go out to everyone. I hope you are all doing safe and doing well. I hope everything has went fine the past few months for you and your family, and if it hasn't, I am truly sorry, and I give you all my best wishes and thoughts. But yeah, back to the video, back to Sims, the whole reason we're here. Again, with the decor, I try to keep it quite low key, nothing too flashy, nothing too, glitzy or that, because I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but if I think of my grandparents, like, my granddad was the sort of person that he wouldn't go out and buy and spend and spend and spend. Like, if he had a pair of shoes, he wouldn't buy a new pair of shoes until the current pair had like a hole in them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't unnecessarily buy things just because he fancied it. Whereas, like, me, money burns a hole in my pocket, and I will literally place so many. I can't even tell you the amount of online orders I've placed during quarantine. Oh my god, it's not acceptable. I really have some sort of addiction here, I think. But I think the younger generation are so different, obviously, but to older one. And like, whereas I would go and I would like go to shops and I'd see a candle, I might buy the candle. I might see, for, for instance, like I bought like a wee basket for my tea lights the other day and like things like that. Whereas I feel like people who are slightly older might think, no, I don't need that. Why would I buy it? You know what I mean? I think they're more money conscious, whereas maybe I aren't so much, but that's okay. I'm only 21. Got plenty of time to learn. But yeah, so I did the master bedroom, which you've just seen. I'm currently doing like a spare bedroom, would have been maybe their children's bedroom when they were younger, but now it's like a grandkids bedroom for when they come over to stay. You can easily as well put like what do you call them? The beds from Tiny Living. What do you call those beds that come off from the sofa? I really can't remember, but you can easily put one of those in, or you can easily put like just take out a bedside table, take out the cushions that I put down, and put in two separate beds. You can fit a double bed in there as well because they can now fit those tiny slots. But yeah, okay, so we're getting to the garden now. My favourite bit. I really hope you guys enjoy this garden because we loved it. I hate landscaping. It's just not something I enjoy. I love building, but landscaping just takes a toll on me. I just really can't be bothered with it sometimes because it's so like pernickety. Is that the word pernickety? I really just got English today. But yeah, just so like fiddly and just so precise and just takes so long. I mean, I know some people will literally just shove a few plants out and put a tree out and they'll call it a day. They put a swimming pool and a swing or something like that and they'll call it a day. But I actually like to make them look decent. So this is a hedge that I really loved, and I knew I wanted to put some sort of fence on this build because I wanted the back to be enclosed, especially if they've got their grandkids coming around, they've got pets, whatever. I wanted it all to be enclosed so they couldn't escape as such, I suppose. Obviously, they can go around the front. And also the decking has like two entrances, so they could have easily. But anyway, you get my idea. But here I am sizing up. I know, did I size any up? I don't think so. I just sized out and placed normal sizing of the rocks to create like a sort of like path, border type wall situation. It's not really a path, I don't really know why I said path to be honest. But yeah, like I said on my build, my two number one tips is always using test and cheats. So test and cheats on, and then once you've done that, bb.move objects and bb.show hidden objects. They two cheats are obviously everybody knows Motherload and Rosebud and cheats like that. But those two cheats, I feel like everybody knows them, but there's a little bit less well known, if that makes sense. But they honestly, if anyone ever says to me, "What is your number one tip for building?" That's my number one tip because you can do so much more when you're using those cheats, especially BB.move objects. One of the first things I do when I come onto the game and when I start playing is turn that cheat on because it honestly just helps you so much and you will really be thankful for it. So if you don't use it already, please use it. It will change your life. I promise. But yeah, I've kind of rambled on a little bit in this video, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I'm still really getting to terms with Adobe, anyway, Premiere Pro. I am just really struggling with it. I used to create videos when I was younger, like fan edits and stuff, and I used to use Windows Movie Maker. Well, sorry, my AirPod fell out there, so if you lost some audio, that'll be why. But yeah, I used to use Windows Movie Maker, and that was a stressful time because that was the most basic of basicness you'll ever find. But yeah, this one is just taking me a bit of getting used to, and if anybody has any like top tips, I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube and I have been watching them trying to do my research because I really want to make these as best as I can for you guys so you get the best quality. viewing experience, I suppose. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any tips or requests, please let me know down below. I know I don't got very many reviews at the moment, but hopefully that'll, pick up a little bit soon. I think the key is just keep posting, keep active, and just keep at it, because I feel like no one's going to be a superstar overnight. You know what I mean? Like, it's very unlikely that's going to happen. So, and not that I think I will be a superstar, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, hard work and patience, and hopefully I'll get some more of you guys watching my videos. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a legacy video next, because I haven't really done one in a while. So I'm going to do that next, I promise, and I will try my best to get it uploaded before the weekend, because I feel like I don't post very much and I need to post more. Just because I get so sidetracked that the only time I really have to make these videos now is at the weekends, because I'm just so busy throughout the week. Just with work and, seeing friends at night after work, and it's got a lot of commitments throughout the week, so really the only time to make these videos is the weekend, which is unfortunate because I would love to spend more time on them. I am off for 2 weeks in September, so when I was meant to be going to New York, RIP, obviously I'm not going anymore because of Corona, but yeah, I'll hopefully spend some more time then, making some more videos, getting some really good content out for you guys. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment,